In this video, we're going to try to find the following limit and see what we can learn from it. Okay, we see that we have this quotient of these two polynomials of degree 2. Okay, or order 2. So what we can do in this case, it's okay to go and evaluate blindly. Yes, so the limit as x goes to 1, okay? We plug 1 and see what we can have. So when we do that, we get 1 plus 1 minus 2, which is 0, over 1 minus 3 plus 2, which is 0. So we have 0 over 0. And this is an undetermined form, okay? So we need to be aware of this one. When we get something like this, it doesn't mean that we can't have the limit, okay? It means that we need to write it, okay? And it might exist, it might not, but we are not completely convinced that the limit doesn't exist, okay? So what we can do, sometimes we have to rewrite the polynomial, like in our case here. So we can see that we can rewrite the x squared plus x minus 2 as, so we're gonna write as x minus 1 times x plus 2, and the 1 in the bottom we can write it as x minus 1 times x plus 2. X minus, yes, so that's how we can do it. Let's check one more time. Yes, so now when we are approaching the limit, the x, when x is approaching 1, okay, this one is never 0. We're just approaching 1, where x is not equal to 1. And therefore, we can cancel here by this one. It's not 0. And we have this limit of x plus 2 over x minus 2. Now we can evaluate. We get 3 over minus 1. That means it's minus 3. And our limit is minus 3. Okay? This one doesn't violate the rules, because we know that the limit of f of x over g of x as x goes to a, if these two exist with the condition that the limit of g of x as x goes to a is different from 0, because we don't want to divide by 0. Okay? Okay, and that's what we do when we do the evaluation. Okay? So it doesn't violate the rule. It's just another way of, we can write it another way and find the value. So when we have something like this and we get stuck in this 0 over 0, we know that it's one of the forms that we have to be aware of. And that means we either have to do some work, either change the variable or rewrite the function as we did here and get the limit. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist or we are making a mistake. No, we are not. We just have to do some bit of work and be aware of this one. Okay? Okay. There are other techniques that we can use. Like there is one technique that can say that if you have this form, you can just use the derivative. Okay, so for the first one, this limit is gonna be 2x plus 1 over 2x minus 3 as x goes to 1. So we differentiate the first function and the second function, and therefore we can evaluate again. So we get 3 over minus 1, which is minus 3. So this is L'Hopital's rule. It does help, and it's very helpful. Okay, but this one, rewriting the function is another way. There are many techniques. Sometimes we just change the variable here. Instead of taking x to 1, we can change the variable and find the limit. Okay, so there are many techniques. Okay, we're gonna see more in the coming videos.